Hello everyone. Today we will make revision about the lesson 6 trapezoids and kites. If a quadrilateral is an isosceles trapezoid, then each pair of base angles, the base angles are congruent. Then angle T congruent to angle P, angle A congruent to angle R, and the two diagonals of the isosceles trapezoid, both of them are congruent. The two diagonals BD and CA are congruent. How to find the measure of the angles of the trapezoid? This is isosceles trapezoid. How to find the measure of angle D, E, and F? Since we said that we have two parallel sides of the trapezoid, then measure of angle C and measure of angle D are supplementary interiors. Their sum 180. Then measure of angle D equal 180 minus 65. Then measure of angle D equal 115. Since we said in the isosceles trapezoid the base angles are congruent, then measure of angle C equal measure of angle F equal 65. Measure of angle D equal measure of angle A equal measure of angle E equal 115. What are measure of angle P, Q, and S? This also is an isosceles trapezoid, and we know that there are two bases parallel, two sides parallel. Then measure of angle Q plus measure of angle R equal 180. Then measure of angle Q equal 180 minus 106. Then measure of angle Q equal 74. And we said that the base angles of the isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Then measure of angle R equal measure of angle P equal 74. Sorry, measure of angle Q equal measure of angle P equal 74. Measure of angle R equal measure of angle S equal 106. Let's solve this question. QR is mid-segment of the trapezoid LMNP. What is X? Since we have this QR is mid-segment, then according to our theorem, this mid-segment equal half the sum of the two bases. Then X plus 2 equal half the sum of 4x minus 10 plus 8. By multiplying both sides by 2, then 2x plus 4 equal 4x minus 10 plus 8. Then by combining the likes, then 2x plus 4 equal 4x minus 2. By solving this equation, we will get that 4x minus 2x equal 2 plus 4. Then 2x equal 6. Then x equal 3. Another question. MN is mid-segment of the trapezoid PQRS. What is X and what is MN? We said this is mid-segment, then equal half the sum of 8x minus 12 plus the other base 10. Then 2x plus 11 equal half 8x minus 12 plus 10. By multiplying both sides by 2, then 4x plus 22 equal 8x minus 12 plus 10. Then 4x plus 22 equal 8x minus 2. By combining the likes, then 8x minus 4x equal 22 plus 2. Then 4x equal 24 and x equal 6. By plugging this value, the value of x in the mid-segment, 2x plus 11, then mn equal 2 multiply 6 plus 11, then mn equal 23. What about the kite? The kite is a quadrilateral with two pairs of consecutive sides congruent. The two diagonals of the kite are perpendicular, and the longest diagonal bisect the opposite angle. Not the shortest one, the longest one bisect the opposite angle, and also bisect the shortest diagonal. Let's solve this question. Quadrilateral DEFG is a kite. What are measure of angle 1, 2, and 3? Since we said the two diagonals perpendicular, then measure of angle 1 equal 90. What about measure of angle 2? From the triangle, we can find the measure of angle 2 by subtracting the sum of 90 plus 52, the given angle, then measure of angle 2 equal 38. How to find the measure of angle 3? Since we said the longest diagonal bisect the opposite angle, then measure of angle 3 equal 52. Let's solve this question. Also, we have two diagonals perpendicular. Then measure of angle 1, as we said in the previous question, equal 90. Measure of angle 3, because this longest diagonal bisect the opposite angle, then measure of angle 3 also equal 36. We can find the measure of angle 2 from the triangle, this one, by adding the given 90 and 36 and subtracting from 180, then measure of angle 2 equal 54. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.